Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again, introducing you to my Mass Effect 3 Insanity Difficulty video walkthrough. We are finally back on Earth in the penultimate moment of the game, and this is taking down the tower. So, I do not like the start of this mission because I think it's very biased. And what I mean by that, when I was on the ship just then getting shot, I couldn't move. The character does not move. He will not go into cover. He will not get away from it. All you have to do is hope they don't kill you, or use an ability to make sure that they don't. And I think it's stupid that they start the level and you're able to take damage before you're even given control. It reminds me of the section on Black Ops on Kowloon, where on Veteran you fall into the back of that dumpster and they give you a pistol to kill like 20 guys, and there's a dude behind you, and sometimes it's just broken. The guy behind you will immediately murder you every time, and there's people that have got there, not even realised it was hard. Then there was me. I was there for about 2.5 hours. That guy was murdering me constantly. I couldn't even move. It was just dumb. And obviously 2.5 hours is hyperbole, but it felt like an eternity. So, another reason that this section sucks is you're fighting uphill, and Mass Effect 3 has introduced this concept of anybody on an elevated position can shoot you in cover, and that translates to you are not safe unless they are on the same level as you. So that's why I've pushed up to this piece of rock, if you're thinking why I've done such a suicidal move. What it sometimes does, when it's early on in a fight, it will make the enemies retreat a little bit. It's only when you're on your own that they get the confidence to try and rush you sometimes, so it worked in my favour. And the final thing that I hate about this mission is when that tower makes its noise and makes its light, it makes the screen shake. And this is not just a cosmetic effect that looks fancy, this is something that will affect your aiming. And anything that affects the aiming, I'm a big no-no of. I hate it completely. You shake my screen, I want to punch your mother in the face on Father's Day. It's just ridiculous. I hate it completely. Like, there's no need for it. Because the enemies, their aim's not affected, they shoot you perfectly. You have your crosshair, bang on a dude, you fire, and it misses. It's bullshit. But, that aside, this is a pretty cool level, because it's taking place in London. So it's, it's in my country, which is pretty awesome. Although, space, future London, looks a little bit dull, compared to what it could look like, I suppose. But, it's still cool. And what you're going to be doing is you're just going to be taking on a lot of enemies. This is all combat, this mission. You're just going to be pushing through the fortifications, getting to the tower, disabling it, and then defending before the shuttle picks you up. So if you're a little bit tired of, the constant fighting, the gears of Mass Effect, then this level's probably not going to, help change your opinion. This bit was funny. I just move over to the left part of cover and see those two dudes stacked up like 5 yards from me. If they'd have been a little bit more aggressive, that could have ended really badly for me. But, luckily enough, I have Liara, who has all the Beatic abilities that mess with the unshielded enemies, and I do have James's Carnage, just in case the shit really hits the fan. And then there's my Scorpion, my baby, which is, oh, I love the gun so much. But I've been looking on YouTube for other guides and other walkthroughs, and I'm seeing pretty much the same things that I always see, where people are doing their first playthrough of a game, and they're calling it a walkthrough when it's not, because they don't know what they're doing, and, they're dying and things, and they're getting lost and all that good stuff. And you can't help that, that's always going to happen. That's pretty much, one of the criteria that I always try and eradicate from the stuff I do. But, so far, I don't think there's been that much uploaded. There's a couple that are really far ahead of people, but if I can get this up today, I might be one of the first completed guides on YouTube. And considering that my country got it late, and the fact that I have a 0.4 meg upload rate, I don't think that's too shabby. And it's been a pretty crazy work ethic to do it, but hopefully it'll pay off. But at the moment in time, all this guide has got me as shit from people that are angry that it's spoiling stuff, so I'm hoping that there's going to be people that find enjoyment from it, because there is so many bitches on YouTube, it's ridiculous. But once you get up into the courtyard, this bit gets complete and utter cake, because you're on evil footing then. Evil footing? That could be a band. That could be a sequel to Evil Dead. The dead have taken to walking. Evil footing. Or a zombie porno. Who knows? I don't even know why I said that, it just came to me. But this bit is a piece of cake anyhow. You're all on even footing, so there's nobody that has an advantage over you here. There's going to be a couple brutes that are going to get thrown at you. You can see him. I can see you, boy. You're like trying to move a frigid background. We're always going to know you're there. But he's trying to sneak up on me anyhow, and there's a dude shooting me from the left. So I've got to be conscious of that guy. He's still shooting at me. Who is that? Somebody over there. But the brute is more important. He's the real threat, because the brutes are one-minded. They're like Rampage Jackson. They will just come at you and come at you. They don't want to mess about with leg kicks. They don't want to mess about, you know, with jiu-jitsu. They just want to knock your jaw off. And you need to be careful of that. And right now, one of my team members is dead, and I've run out of a lot of my ammunition, so that's why I'm backing up, because I know it'll give me the opportunity to kill him before he reaches me. And I don't know about your guys, but this brute kind of reminds me of the one off of Dead Space. He's not quite as attractive as the one on Dead Space, but, you know, form-wise, they look very similar. But Liara's still dead, so it means there's still enemies. That is always your indicator that you're not safe. And goodness me, that dude got creamed by the Scorpion. Vega's just gone down, so that's when shit really gets serious. I can't tell who did it, but it's a Marauder, and the Marauders will strip your shield so quick. And because he's getting close, the Marauders will rush you, and when they rush you, they can kill you very fast. So I use the Medigel to make sure that that doesn't happen. Because as useless as your team are, they can be a fantastic distraction. And sometimes that can be the difference between you getting hit with the one hit kill move and not getting hit by it. So it can be the real divider in winning and losing. But there's another brute that you have to take out, and the Black Widow level 1, which you're seeing right now, because if you're wondering why you've never seen me upgrade my weapons, it's because I never did, and I still managed to get through, so hopefully you shouldn't have any problems. But the level 1 Black Widow is a really good weapon, so if you get this bad boy up to level 10, you might be getting one-shot headshots. I don't know how much the upgrades really affect it, and from what I've seen, it doesn't seem to be that noticeable, but I'm sure if I say that it doesn't have much of an effect, somebody's going to be like, yo dude, here's a statistic that you had no idea of because you don't constantly search the wiki, and this is what it really means. Because I've got people on my channel now dropping comments that are taking things that I say out of context just so that they can win some kind of internet argument with me. It's fucking ridiculous. And the best part about it is, I just don't care. It's like, I'm replying out of kindness. It's just, oh, so strange. Some people, crazy, just crazy. People take things too seriously, that's what you've got to bear in mind. Sometimes you've just got to have fun. It's silly. But clean up the rest of the guys. As soon as it goes quiet, it generally means that it's the end of the encounter, and you just have to take out that stupid screen-shaking tower. Like the only resounding fact that makes this level even, you know, remotely fun is the machine that you use to take out the tower. And I say machine, I meant to say weapon, but you try putting a microphone on yourself and, you know, having commentating stuff without a script, it can really jar your brain. You'll say words you didn't even mean to say, and then when you listen to them back, you're like, that sentence doesn't even make sense. What the fuck was I talking about? But the weapon at the top is my favourite heavy weapon off of Mass Effect 2, and on this game they just made it look beautiful, because it fires a projectile that has a lovely like firework careering arc, and at the end of it there's a wait, there's a delay, there's a calm, and then there's just an awesome explosion. It's such a fun weapon. But there's more cannibals, there's more dudes to shoot. Suppose this is, you know, Reaper inherited Earth, so that's what you would expect, but I don't know, there's some interesting stuff on this game that I thought would show up a bit more. Like, I keep saying like as well. I must have been listening to somebody who says like a lot. Because have you noticed how if you're ever around a person who says it after every sentence, you start saying it yourself, even when you don't want to? God, it's such a frustrating thing to preface every sentence with. And it's bad English as well, and I really abhor it, but I've picked it up somehow, so I need to try and drop it. So, if you're playing the Seraphim 17 drinking game, every time I say like on this guide, you have to take a shot. Because I've probably said it a lot and not even realised. God, I hate that fucking habit that we have. It's literally conditioning. It's subconscious conditioning from people that are influential in your life. That's what it is. Somebody starts saying something a lot, you start saying it a lot. It's just how it works. It's weird as fuck. Which is why I've been such a creative guy. Creative? That's not even a word. Such a successful, I meant to say. I was combining creativity and successful into one word, and it didn't work, so I've just completely contradicted the point I'm about to make. But I'm a pretty successful guy when it comes to making up insults and then having them used, because if you say anything enough, regardless of how dumb it is, somebody's going to start saying it. But this is the end of the level. What's going to happen here is once you've cleared the roof out, you're going to destroy the tower, and then the next video is going to be surviving it. And I actually thought that this might be an area where you could farm the veteran kills, because if you don't jump on the shuttle, enemies keep on coming for a long time, but there is an end to their spawn. They will eventually stop coming, and the BioWare seem to have noticed that this might be an area that people try to take advantage of, so the shuttle itself, even when stuff is not shooting at it, its life is gradually going down. And I don't understand that. Maybe below it, on like ground level, there's a bunch of enemies that are targeted on it and are shooting it, and it's all pre-programmed, but I couldn't see anybody shooting it and its life were going down, because I experimented a little bit. But just keep your distance, kill the Ravagers first, kill the Marauders second, then just mop up. Not too sure what hit me then, but it hurt like fuck. And just don't forget your abilities. Like, I've watched some people on YouTube play this game, and they don't use the team at all. They don't use the team abilities, and if you're not using them, you're pretty much crippling half your offense, because you can't do everything yourself. You really can't. You're just not good enough. You're not spec'd enough to do that. And it'd be cool if you could choose to go solo without your team, because that would make for a really challenging game then. I'm sure in a few years there'll be some of those psychopaths that will intentionally kill off the teammates at the start of the levels and try and do everything solo. Because if YouTube's taught me anything in the year that I've been on it, there are a lot of people doing a lot of ridiculous things to games that, to any other person who's, you know, quite avid when it comes to up-to-date games, they'll just wonder why you're even playing them. But to these people, it's all they play and they love it. Really crazy runs. Like, I saw a no damage run of an RPG. It's like, how do you even do that? And when I say RPG, I mean an RPG that has random battles with a timer, and a timer where you're waiting for your dudes to attack, the enemies are attacking you. And this guy does the entire game without taking damage. Is that not the stupidest, most craziest, ridiculous thing you've ever heard? Aside from those Papua New Guinea places that have that whole homoerotic man-boy love thing going on, that's fucking crazy too. But I'll talk about that in another video if you've never heard of it. Papua New Guinea is not a fun place to be if you're a small tribal child. Oh my god. But I'm not too sure what I'm waiting for here. I think I'm waiting for the game to actually trigger the next event. What you want to do, pick up the M920 McCain, shoot it at the... Shoot it? That could be a band as well. That could even be like a Japanese obscure shooter. Shoot it at the tower, and as soon as you destroy the tower, you'll get the mission to survive. And you'll notice I run all the way back over here, but what happened between this video and the next is I forgot about the Banshee spawning, so I had to run forward and kill her, and by the time I did that, I was in a real bad spot. So the next video, I'm going to spawn from where I picked the weapon up, and the first thing you want to do is kill the Banshee with it, but you'll see that on the next section. So thanks for watching, and you take care now.